Good morning, guys. Sunday. I guess this is kind of like confessions. My confessional. Sauna confessions. Anyways, I just wanted to chat with you guys. We made it through another week. Tomorrow's Monday. Some of you guys may love Mondays. Some of you guys may hate Mondays. I was having an interesting conversation with a client yesterday on a consult call, and we were just talking, about our disordered eating problems, because this seems to be a huge topic this week. So I want to continue to chat about this because I think there's a lot of us that just need to listen to other people's stories and pick up on success habits that can help you throughout the week. And like we talked about, getting lost in the information and not really knowing, what is right for us in every facet of life, because guys, it's all interconnected. And you'll hear me say this again and again and post about it, like love, money, relationships, like it's all connected. Like you have to have it. If you have a shitty relationship with one, typically it's going to spiral into other areas of your life. Okay, so if you tend to one, you got to tend to all. But we were just talking about, like how we were younger and you get lost in the information. And do you guys remember 17 magazine? All right, I'm obviously not 17 anymore, but I remember picking up, like being so excited to get these magazines. 17 magazine was a big one. I loved it. And you read through the articles, and I think now, like, I'm almost 39. I'll be 39 here in just a couple months. And I think back when I was reading these magazines and they're talking about dieting, and this and that, and they did touch on certain things like disordered eating, eating disorders, and there is a difference between the two, guys. I'm not going to dive into that because that's a whole nother conversation, but, talking about working out and you got to do this diet and don't do this and you need to do this and you need to go low carb. And I'm thinking at 17 years old, and I already had an eating disorder by that point. And I knew there was a problem at that point, like my habits around eating lunch or not eating, or the way that I felt about myself. Like I knew there was a problem there, but I didn't really know what it was. And I'm like, I can't believe I was reading these magazines and at 17 or 14, 15, 16, however old you are, thinking about dieting, and how much it has sculpted this world today and teaching us, like, as women, that, and I think it is getting better, like the awareness is out there, more people are talking about it, like what we need to look like, what diets we need to be doing to lose body fat, and the whole chronic scarcity mindset. We always got to be dieting or trying to change our body or trying to get a different job because you ain't hustling hard enough. Like we got to be grinding all the time. Like, you guys know, the largest majority of my audience are women, and I have men too. So guys, like, I know you can relate, like, on whatever your level is. I'm not just talking to the ladies, but that is my largest audience. But we just get lost in all this noise, and it's like we forget to listen to our intuitions to tell us, like, what foods we should be eating, or our intuition is telling us, like, girl, you need to stop Snapchatting or whatever the hell y'all do now. This dude, because he doesn't make you feel good about yourself, like, and y'all sending dick pics. Like, I haven't gotten one in a long time, but, we'll talk about it. It happens. Girl, no, write that shit off. You don't want anyone sending you dick pics, all right? Anyways, we talked about that too in my client call. We talk about everything, guys, because it's all interconnected. But I just want to remind you guys to start listening to yourself. And, like, when your intuition is telling you something is wrong, it's right. And the best thing that you can do is pick up the phone or message someone and talk it out. Because I kept it inside for decades, and it significantly impacted my life in many negative ways. That meme, like, where it says therapist, what do we say when we meet someone? And you're like, welcome to the shit show. That's my life. But you know what? That shit show and that message and everything that you've gone through has made you the person that you are today. Okay, when you get older, I say with age comes wisdom, or I don't know if it's just, you know, you doing shit wrong, but you choose to do it anyways. What is it? I'm old enough to know better, young enough still not to care. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, use that to make yourself better. Reach out and talk to somebody if you're like not sure what diet you should be doing, or you're feeling like crap. And guys, because I coach a lot of you that are having gut issues, you know, that's kind of my thing. I understand, I went through it for years. Bloating is not normal. Chronic bloating, chronic constipation, chronic diarrhea, like not feeling good when you eat things is not normal. Like, stop trying to put a band-aid on it. Like, reach out and talk to somebody. All right. And most of your issues, I'm just going off of, I'm trying to remember everything that we talked about because I think they're important. Most of our issues stem from lack of self-awareness, or I guess it would be, we know we need to be self-aware, or we are self-aware, we just ignore it. All right, it's like that denial period. You have to get that with everything, guys, whether it's a relationship, your food, like your career. Like, if things don't feel right, it's okay to choose again. And you'll hear me say that again and again and again. Every day is a different opportunity to choose a different mindset and to choose a different path. And it's okay if you choose something and it doesn't work. That doesn't mean you're a failure. You're only a failure if you fail to learn the lesson. And the thing about cycles, you don't learn your lesson, that shit comes back to you again. But remember this, and I learned this in therapy, you're a different person when that cycle comes back again. So now that you know better, this is your chance to choose different and do better. I have that quote on a Post-it note on my mirror. That's another success habit. You guys need reminded every single day of, you know, I need to get into this vortex. We'll talk about Abraham Hicks because I do listen to it. It helps me shift my mindset. And do whatever you guys need to do. Like, nobody says you have to do something like one way. Put Post-it notes on your mirror if you need like inspirational quotes, or to remind yourself, hey, you're beautiful, you know, whatever. And I say this to myself every single day. Every day, in every way, I am better and better. And you gotta believe it, all right? You have to believe it. So if you feel like you're flailing around, down on yourself, self-doubt, trying to find self-love, you know, unable to lose the weight, whatever, still having gut issues, guess what it really stems from? It's your habits and your relationship with self. All of it, really. It all comes back to that. And on client calls, like, that's what we talk about. A lot of the times we don't even talk about food, you know, or when I have my therapy sessions, we just talk about how are you feeling right now. And I know some people don't like to talk about feelings, but guys, they're really important. If you don't feel deserving to have the body that you want, or feel deserving to figure out your puzzle pieces, because really I just feel like I'm a puzzle maker. Like, you guys have all the answers. I'm just helping you find and put together your puzzle pieces. All right? Talk that stuff out. You got to get self-awareness. And this is why tracking's helpful too. Journaling is helpful because it helps get all that stuff out of there. You know, it's just data to go off of. All right, everything's just data, self-awareness, choosing again. You know, so success habits that are gonna help you. Okay, celebrate every single win. I don't care if it's just getting up and walking 10 minutes in the morning. Go do it. You're gonna feel so much better. Drinking your water, celebrate that. Get sleep. Like, hell yeah, I got, say, 7 solid hours of sleep versus 4 or 5, because I guarantee you're gonna feel better. People say, oh, I function just fine off of 4 hours of sleep. Try getting 7 to 8. You're gonna feel better. All right. I used to tell myself all that all the time while trying to like CrossFit 2 hours a day. Like, and stop doing that. You know, guys, you just gotta learn to love yourself, grant yourself some grace. All right. Reach out for help when you need it. You know, don't track your food if it's causing problems and triggering disordered eating issues and stuff like that. Like, there are a million different ways to do things. All right, you don't have to, I follow a carnivore meat-based diet. No one says you have to eat that way. Carbs aren't bad, fats aren't bad, proteins aren't bad. It's just finding the right recipe for you. That's it. We're all like cooks. We're all like trying to make our own recipes, right? Okay, so grant yourself some grace and choose to start again this week. It's okay. And if you just need to talk to somebody about whatever, it doesn't even have to be food. Guys, my door is always open. It's easy to get a hold of me on Instagram. Just send me a DM. We'll get you scheduled. Whatever you guys need. All right? But this is probably what you need to hear. Like, this is your chance to choose again and choose yourself. All right? No one says you have to look like anyone else. All right? It's easy to get lost in all the noise about diets and I need to be married, or oh my God, I've been divorced twice. Congratulations, Katie. Hey, I've fucked up so many times. It's okay. It's what makes us us. Life would be boring if we didn't do it. So just own your shit, get self-awareness, put success habits in place that make you happy and put you in that good, well-being and they call it the vortex, Abraham Hicks, whatever. However you want to put that out there, everybody's different. But you got to put these things in place and really get self-awareness and believe that you're worth it. All right, because you are. Like, stop putting band-aids on things and just talk it out with somebody if you need that. Because I wished, in my body image issues started at the age of 8 and just got worse throughout the years. I wish that I would have reached out and talked to somebody just to kind of help me put my puzzle pieces together. So it's all right. Therapy's okay. Doesn't make you a crazy person. Doesn't make you a bad person if you go to therapy. It actually probably be the best thing for you. So my door is always open. I just want to let you guys know, like, you're not alone. And you don't have to be, I've posted this quote before, you don't have to be pretty like her or anyone else. You just got to be pretty like you. All right. Door is always open, guys. Keep the good questions up this week. So whenever I post that little question box thingy, like whatever you guys want to know, whatever infographics you need, like that's why I put this stuff out there, guys. So I love you. Happy Sunday. I'm going to go get in an awesome 12 hours at work, saving lives one x-ray at a time. So blessed. And love y'all. Bye.